Alright folks, time now for Songs from the Desert number 7. This one called Do You Remember? And one of the main reasons for writing it is that I love a 6/8 feel. So 6/8 being the time signature. If you're not familiar with time signatures, the 6, so the top number, refers to the number of beats in a bar. The 8 refers to the type of notes. So in this case, eighth notes. So 6/8 notes or quavers in a bar. So if for example, if it were 4/4, that would mean 4 quarter notes, i.e. 4 crotchets, each one worth 1 beat, as opposed to 8ths, which are worth a half a beat. So your 6/8 feel is classically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the accents on the 1 and the 4, as opposed to 3/4, which is like your standard waltz. So 3 crotchet, switch to piano, is like a Strauss waltz or what have you. So famous examples of 6/8 tunes, Piano Man, that I covered on here recently. What else have we got? Everybody Wants to Rule the World. We Are the Champions, Queen tune. It's a Man's World, James Brown's. There's quite a few. The particular ones that I had in mind, I think, when I was writing this were Need Your Love So Bad by Fleetwood Mac and Bring It On Home to Me, the Sam Cooke tune. Because when we did both of those tunes with the carbs, my piano part was that kind of rolling broken chord. So that's what I employed for this one. It's the first one I think I've done that could probably exist as a standalone piano vocal tune. All the other ones so far have been written with a band in mind, so I'm listening to them conscious that they can sound a bit shit. Although that is partly the point, in that when you hear, if I can do a decent job of producing and arranging them, when you listen to the studio version, you kind of look back and think, oh, I'll see what he's done with that. That's interesting, or not, as the case may be. Lyrically, it's essentially a love song, but it's also addresses or is about my insecurities when we first moved here. So the chorus refers to our getting married in the September before we came, so that'd be 2017, and just over 3 months later we'd moved out here, but we moved out for Claire's work because she works at a hospital here. So I didn't even know whether I might be able to work or what I would do, which you might think sounds great, and for the first couple of weeks I suppose it is, but after that it's just like, what am I going to do with myself? I need something to do. I didn't even have the piano when we first got it, so I used to kind of like wander around and even try and find a piano in a bar that I couldn't have a go at. It was getting withdrawal symptoms from not playing. Didn't have any money of my own. It wasn't necessarily that easy to start with. I mean, I wasn't digging the roads obviously, so it wasn't kind of tough in that respect. But mentally, it was quite tough. So there's some of that in there as well, and maybe a bit of kind of plea for support. But anyway, as is always the case with lyrics, it's what it means to you that's most important, not necessarily what I intended it to mean. And that's it. Can't think of much more to say about this. All being well, you'll be watching this while we're in a sea. What do they call them now? The bungalows on stilts in them. Anyway, we're going to the Maldives. Go home for the UK today for 3-4 days for a couple of birthdays, Claire's dad and her birthday, and then off to the Maldives and then to Dubai. So I've pre-recorded all me quizzes and these songs for the desert. So as I say, all being well, that's where I'll be when you're watching this. So take care of yourselves. I'll speak to you soon.